Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the River States Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. We're live at the Brown Barrel. This is the Midway Women's Basketball Edition. Right now with me I have Coach Minner. But first we want to shout out the Brown Barrel, a proud sponsor of Midway University. They give 10% discount to faculty staff who present their Midway ID, and 15% off to students who present their ID as well. All right, here with me we got Coach Minner. Coach, how you doing tonight?
I'm fine. It's nice to go to places I've never been to before.
Oh, you've never been here?
Never. Nice place. Nice place.
I'm sure he's been here a couple times. All right, let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Last year, you guys went to the NAI National Tournament for the first time in program history. Went 26-8 overall, 15-2 in River States Conference play. Just real quick, recap last season and how exciting that was. The run that you guys been on.
It was exciting just because they never done it before, so to make history is always exciting. And to see them feel good about their accomplishments and know that they can do it in Midway and set the expectation for going forward. That's the expectation now. It was the expectation when I got here, and it's going to be the expectation as long as I'm here.
Yeah, and just your second season, you were able to accomplish that, so that's quite an accomplishment. You guys finished runner-up in the conference tournament. You won the West Division. But as you're looking forward to this season, what are you most looking forward to this year?
We're looking forward to contending for a championship again and contending for a national championship. And I don't know if we're going to win a national championship, but that's the goal. That's what we set our schedule for, and that's what we talk about. And obviously the first step is winning the conference, and we want to do that. And it starts on November 5th when we open our schedule against Lindsay Wilson. But that's our goal, and that's going to be the goal every year. And I'm looking forward to seeing if we can continue to do that, knowing now that we're not a surprise to people. I think we were surprised to people last year. I don't think people really respected us at the national tournament and we paid the price for it. And this year, I think people have a little more respect for us.
Yeah, in that national tournament, you won not only what did you make the first appearance in program history, but you also defeated Northwestern in a heck of a game. Went back and forth, came to the end, and you guys just made one play down the stretch to get the win.
Yeah, and that'll help our conference, and that helps us. And that was a really good game. This is a program that's been there 20 years in a row, and so I think they was a little surprised, but we can play with anybody, so we're not afraid of anybody.
Absolutely. So you guys have been practicing for what, about a couple weeks now?
Yeah. So since the 22nd, the new NAI rule.
New NAI rule. Can't practice until the 22nd. How's practice been going so far?
It's going good. We've added some pieces. We'll be all right.
All right. Now, understanding that last season is in the past, you got to put that in the rearview mirror. What's it going to take to get back there to that point? And then not only make it to the opening round, but also you want to advance to the final cycle.
Yeah, and the way they do the regionals, we know that we're going to have to probably beat a really good team on their home court or a neutral court. And so we set our preseason schedule up to where we're playing all these tough teams on the road to prepare us for that. And we're playing in some classics back-to-back as a regional tournaments back-to-back. But to be honest, we're worried about the River States Conference and those games, but we're going to have to get by Ohio. They're the defending champ until somebody beats them, and so we know we're probably going to have to beat them once or twice. And so, in IU East, they made the national tournament too, and we just got to worry about the conference, and we're playing the best teams in the country, so anybody we do happen to play, we've probably seen something like that.
Yeah. And that's a testament to your tough schedule that you're going to play each and every year in and year out. You're going to play teams that are ranked in the preseason. You're going to play top 25 teams throughout the season, and that prepares your team as you get into conference play.
Correct. You want to be the best player. You see where you're at, and I think it gives your players true confidence because if you beat a good team, you beat somebody good, and if you don't, they're good, and it exposes what you need to work on. It's what I've done every year. I did it in my last school, I do it here. We're in a pretty good hotbed of good college basketball, so I don't have to get in the plane every weekend like I did in high school. But we'll play anybody, anywhere, anytime. That's just what we're going to do.
Yeah. Well, good. So you obviously lost a couple of key pieces from last year. Kendall Talley, just a steady point guard all around for you last season. Allison Callahan, an all-conference performer, and then also Jill Goldie, Leah Shelley, among others that you lost. What's it going to take to replace those key losses that you had?
I don't know if we can replace them. It's different. I mean, they brought so much leadership and ability to score to the game, and they played together for 3 or 4 years at least. You can count on them, and they produced. I mean, Kendall hit some big shots. Allison stayed all year. Leah helped this second semester, and Jill had 14 in the national tournament game. But they could put the ball in the hoop, and they were worried about them not caring about their teammates and not wanting to win. So, we lost some leadership there, but if you do your job every year, you should replace some of the next leaders. But they left a pretty good legacy of no drama and winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were dramatic and they won, and so hopefully we'll carry that on. We'll just be different.
Yeah, Allison Callahan, a fifth year senior for you last year. There's so many games played amongst those players that leadership, as you mentioned, is going to be tough to replace.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, her and Kendall were playing 35 plus minutes, and so and producing big shots. So replace that is going to be hard, but if you're going to be consistent every year, you should have good players. And I think we have some pretty good players this year.
Yeah.
We're just going to look a little different than they have in the past.
Yeah, and a couple of those returners that you mentioned, among those is Desiree White, honorable mention All-American, first team All-Conference, by all accounts, could have been the Conference Player of the Year, in our opinion, at one point. Jalen Jackson.
You got to be
You got to be right.
MVP comes off the best team. You want to be MVP, be the best team.
Yeah. And then you also return Jalen Jackson, Kim McCullough, Emma Gutman, the list goes on. All the players that you return.
Yeah, we have some good returners. We got some good recruits. We'll be fine.
Anything else on those newcomers you want to mention?
We'll be all right. Hopefully the conference will vote for them. We can get some accolades, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. So let's take a quick look around the River States Conference. We did a realignment in the summer, so now IU East joins the West Division. What does that mean for the conference, for Midway specifically?
It gives us, instead of playing them once, we're playing them twice. We played them twice last year. And they're a solid team, so is Oakland City, so that's their side. I mean, it doesn't matter. We got to play everybody at least once, and the conference tournament is seen twice. So it didn't affect me. I don't worry about that too much. I wish we played everybody twice, but it's too many teams. But at least we know we play them at our place and their place, not just one or the other. And it's fine.
Yeah, well, good. That's the IU East is the team that you guys defeated in the semifinals last year to get to the conference championship. What is it about the River States Conference that makes it so tough night in and night out?
I think travel and different environments. I think the conference is getting better. Rio Grande was nationally ranked last year. IU East, up until the end, was regionally ranked ahead of us. And they bypassed them. So we have 3 teams making the national tournament. I believe West Virginia Tech will be scheduled with a couple more wins. They were on the bubble. So you had 4 teams that were considered for national tournament, and 3 made it, and 2 won games. So that tells me the conference isn't bad, and you got 2 teams in the top 30. It's just getting better. The conference is getting better from top to bottom. We've had some new coaches. Shawnee State coming in a year is going to help us. But we got good coaches. They prepared. I think the coaches work hard. I think they have a plan. And it's a good basketball league. This is a good basketball part of the country. Absolutely. Everybody loves basketball here, so it's good.
Yeah, good. So last thing we'll hit you with this. What are kind of your expectations? What are you most looking for this season from your team?
Well, I'm looking forward to getting better and learning how to play. one thing, graduating those players, they played 4 years together, they knew each other. We're still learning that. We're still learning each other, where they want the ball, who fits the ball with who, they're learning a new system. And so I'm curious to see how long it takes before we mesh. And then once that happens, it's going to be fantastic. With our schedule, there's no room to breathe and everybody's tough. That's the biggest thing, losing those people, is the chemistry they had. They knew each other. And we're learning that. We're getting there. And so when that happens, that'll be an exciting time. Hopefully it'll happen sooner. And our first conference game is November 15th. So we've got some games before that to get ready. But I think we'll be real solid all year. And definitely a tougher time in the second semester. But because we're probably going to be adding people at the break. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Once it clicks, it's going to be really good. This is one of the most athletic, talented teams I've coached in my career. I'll just throw that out.
All right, that was head coach, Coach Mentor. They opened their season, what, November 5th?
November 5th at Lindsay Wilson.
November 5th, and opened the home portion of their schedule on November
15th against Oakland City. And we like rowdy, loud crowds, so come out and make a lot of noise. It's exciting. We're going to try to score 90 points a game.
And if you haven't been to a game, he alone, watching him alone, is worth the price of admission. I'll just leave it at that. All right, that's it, Coach Mentor. Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right, we are back here for Midway Women's Basketball Media Day. Here with me, I have Miss Emma Gutman, a sophomore forward from Williamstown, Kentucky. Emma, how are you?
I'm doing good, Dylan. How are you?
I'm good. Nice crowd here at the Brown Barrel, so we're happy to be here. Coach Mentor, I think your coaches, I think he's been here a few times.
Yeah, I could tell as soon as I walked in. They already had his drinks lined up and everything for him. He's got his Arnold Palmer? Is that what it was? Yeah.
All right, so let's get on with the questions. So last season was a heck of a season for you guys, 26-8 overall. But now that's in the past. How do you kind of put that in the past and start focusing on the new season?
The hardest thing for us to work on is probably coming together as a team. We had such a strong leadership last year with all of our seniors, our past players. They played together for so long. I think the only way we can really push back that season and focus on the future is if we come together as a team. And I think that'll come as we play together more this season. It may not happen right at the beginning, but I'm sure as soon as conference comes around, we're going to be right on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys have been practicing for a couple weeks now. So how have those practices been going so far?
It's a little different than last year. I feel like Coach Mentor has put more expectations on us. Like we're expected more in drills, expected to reach our goals that he sets for us. But it's definitely more of a push this year, I felt, which has been really beneficial to the team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the third season that you guys have been under him. You yourself personally, anyway, this is your third season. So what do you kind of see as the strengths of the team this year?
We're definitely going to be quick and athletic and long. Our struggle is probably going to be height. We're not as tall as we were last year, big-wise, but we're definitely going to run people off the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are going to be long and athletic, lanky on defense, Coach Mentor's man-to-man, zone, so on and so forth. This press is going to give people fits all the time.
Yeah, we're definitely going to play more man-to-man pressure this year, full court, especially we won't sit back and try to hide our defensive deficiencies in a zone, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and so we'll end your part of the interview with this. What are your expectations for the upcoming season?
I'm expecting a championship. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a championship.
Yeah, bring back that conference championship. Last year you guys fell just a little short, but now you got a chance to redeem yourself and bring that back to Midway.
Yeah.
All right, that was Emma Gutman, and we'll be right back with a couple more players from the women's basketball team. We're back here for Midway Women's Basketball Media Day. Here with me, I have Miss Jalen Jackson. A sophomore guard from Cold Spring, Kentucky. Jalen, how are you?
I'm good, Dylan. How are you?
I'm good. Does this bring back some memories? Did you work here at Gibson's?
I work at Gibson's.
You work at Gibson's. I don't know what made me think you work too. Anyway. Alright, now that last season is in the past, it's done, it's over with, it was fun, but now it's time to focus on this season. What's it going to take to put that in the rearview mirror and start focusing on this season?
Just the fact that we have a really good chance at winning and going to nationals again and making history again with the school is what our focus is. Just making history and winning a championship.
Yeah, you guys want to bring back that championship. You guys were right there last season. It's time to get the job done this season. So you guys have been practicing for a couple weeks now, I think since about late September, mid-September, somewhere around there. How have the practices been going so far?
Our practices are really intense this year. We're pushing each other to the limits. The competition is great because we have the starting five and then we have the next five coming off the bench who can easily beat the starting five. We just have a lot of good players and we're very deep this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you kind of already hit on that, but the strengths of the team, you guys said you're deep and stuff like that. So what else do you see as the strengths? You guys are long, athletic, or stuff like that, I'm sure?
Yeah, we're very long, athletic, we're quick. Our strength is we have a lot of good players, and when we come together and play, I just feel like we're really unstoppable.
Yeah, sky's the limit for you guys whenever you guys put it all together. So what are your expectations? It was kind of already answered in the first question, but your expectations for the upcoming season?
Just to win. Just to win.
That's it.
Our expectations are to win, and not to just win separately, win together, and win as a team.
All right. That was Jalen Jackson. Jalen, good luck this season as you guys open up your season.
Thank you, Dylan.
All right, we are back here for Midway Women's Basketball Media Day. Here with me, I have Miss Desiree White, a senior guard. That's a nice applause. There we go. A senior guard from Houston, Texas. Desiree, how are you?
I'm fine, Dylan. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good. So last season was quite a fun time, but now that's in the past. Now it's time to focus on this season. What's it going to take to get back to the same focus that you guys had last season?
This year we're coming in to be motivated to win a championship with each other.
Play together as a team. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And all right, so how has practice been going so far? I hear practices are quite intense. Is that true?
Yes, the practices are very intense. They come in very energetic and more competitive. We like to talk to each other a lot.
Okay, good. Good. All right. So what do you see as the strengths of the team? I've talked to Coach Minner. I've talked to a couple players already, but I hear you guys are very athletic, fast. Now we're much deeper this year.
This year we're faster. I feel like we gained a lot of
And playing experience, stuff like that.
skillful players, talented.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah.
You guys have some more shooters on the team this year as well?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Thanks, Dylan.
We always like the shooters, don't we? Right, perfect. All right. And so what are your expectations for this upcoming season? You know, last season you fell short of the goal of winning the conference championship, but now you want to get back to that same position and win and actually win it this year, don't you?
Yeah, this year we want to win a ring, hit a banner, cut down the net, put each other in the tower.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. All right, that was Desiree White. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. She was awesome. Give her a round of applause. Desiree White. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.